Val, my elder brother, the firstborn, might do something harmful to me as he seems unhappy with my progress and has ongoing conflict with my father. Since my mother's passing in May 2020, peace has left our home. A final year law student, University of Nigeria. I'm an advocate, or yes, I have keen interest for advocacy for women's rights, for equity, and for women's empowerment. And then I love to learn.
Okay, we have Abigail. I'm an entrepreneur.
Okay, so we're going to be taking the questions.
Okay, thank you very much for this opportunity, Sir Val. I have been struggling with fears that my elder brother, the firstborn, might do something harmful to me as he seems unhappy with my progress and has ongoing conflict with my father. Since my mother's passing in May 2020, peace has left our home and the family has been divided. My brother had a closer relationship with my late mother despite their occasional quarrels, but after her death, issues have escalated. And now, my immediate younger brother and I avoid sharing details of our lives with him as we feel he might harbor ill intentions. He seems to have a better relationship with our last born, and I tried making peace with him, but he accused me of disrespecting him. We are currently not on speaking terms, and with my upcoming wedding, I'm concerned about how to handle this situation and prevent embarrassment when the in laws visit. How can I navigate this and restore peace in my family?
One thing I have said to myself growing up and to hold it at high esteem is that I will not make the mistake my parents made. A lot of parents have made that mistake. Many of them, probably because of the way they were raised and what they feel it's okay, or for them, they feel that is how they can push you to be your best. It often happens with firstborns. So most of the times, they are mounting pressure on this firstborn. Very good and fine. But they also do not understand the composition of the firstborn. There are many things that they don't take into cognizance when trying to, reach out to the firstborn or want to make the best out of the firstborns. And one of those things is the firstborn has nobody in front of them or ahead of them. So the key you use on the firstborn is not the same you use on the second and the others. If I and Abigail is walking on a muddy ground or a swampy area and I miss my step, I'm the person in front. It's just common sense that Abigail retraces her step. So Abigail retracing her step doesn't mean I am stupid or foolish. Most of the times, those firstborns look like sacrificial lambs. They go through certain things that other people now look at them and they learn and retrace their step. And some parents don't make it easy for them. Some of them, their confidence is tampered with while growing up because of comparison. This person has no guide, this person missed it. Now you are comparing him or her with somebody who has guide. Somebody who just got their guidance from looking at that their missed step. The moment you keep doing that, you're playing down their confidence. You don't know you're doing that. You see that automatically you have boxed this firstborn. Some of them now become compliant firstborn because a firstborn is supposed to be aggressive and take charge. So some of them just go into their shell. So you don't know that you're already impeding on their confidence because of the way you talk to them in front of their younger ones. And they are coming up hot. It only takes the grace of God and some extra resilience and a little of I don't care attitude to get over this. Most people are not like that. So that's why you now see some of them going to being compliant firstborns. You look at the secondborn looks like they are the ones who are the firstborn. So you see them, they come out together. And then this one is just so reserved. And this one is sharp. And some parents also are not wise. You see younger ones of the firstborn coming out and they're talking to that one anyhow. And you're like, this one is sharp now. The other one, I don't know what is happening. It's not sharp now. Those are people who are not sensitive. Most people think parenting is age. It's not age, it's knowledge. There are some corrections I will never give my firstborn in front of his younger ones or her younger ones. There is how you mount pressure on the integrity of a man for them to become better. Do you know there is how I will start pronouncing IJ queen, queen, queen. There are certain things she will not find herself in. She will not try to do them. The same thing if I should wire the younger ones of my firstborn to lift my firstborn up and make him know that a lot will look up to you. A lot is on you. There are certain things they will not do. But most parents, rather than doing that, mount unnecessary pressure on their firstborn with the attitude of comparison. So a lot of parents have, over time, raised monsters thinking that they are doing parenting right. So that's why somebody is feeling that my brother is a wizard. There are people like that. They feel even their sisters are witch. If I tell him now, if I tell her now, and what you call them, they will gradually become it. Even if they don't want to be. Over time, what you keep pronouncing them, they might not be witch or wizard to other people out there, but they will be that thing to you over time.
I have a question. Is it question? Or I think I have something to say. Well, like, isn't it possible that due to the pressure or due to the expectations or everything that has been mounted on top of this person, top of this firstborn, let's put it that way, right? The person said, like, you said there are different ways that they react, or there are different ways they respond to this kind of pressure. Some of them, like, they become very introverted and become, like, say, complacent firstborns. And don't you think others, they might become antagonistic? Maybe they become annoyed maybe with their younger siblings, or become like very much, okay, I don't care, maybe annoyed, maybe angry that they're always comparing you, because those kind of things, they bring enmity. Like you bring
Yes.
Jacob and Esau now.
Yes. That's why I said that most parents have raised monsters thinking they are doing parenting right. You're doing that, you're breeding animosity between siblings. This one is my favorite, this one is doing well. Forgetting that every one of us have our frequency of operation, understanding. Most parents don't have this in mind. And like I said, the adverse reaction is that your children will be against each other. Every firstborn lives on respect. If it is a male, multiply it by 2. Because men have their egos like inflated just from birth. What men see as love is respect. And so when you have younger ones who you have made subconsciously or unknowingly from your actions or inaction as a parent to start disrespecting that person, that's your firstborn will turn against you. That is one. And we turn against the siblings as well. Except for siblings who are still kind of loyal, which it is difficult. It's difficult because these things are subconscious programming. There's how I will talk to you. If your younger one passes here, if they were greeting you good morning, sir, they will just say good morning. Gradually, no good morning. Hi. Most parents don't know that that is what they've done to their children. In as much as it's beautiful that you're trying to save your family from embarrassment, we need to check your intentions. Is it to save them from embarrassment and have your wedding and elope? And again, you need your intentions to match your actions, because you might mean well for that your brother, but what you're communicating doesn't mean well. Parents, siblings, everybody needs to check their intentions and their actions. I give you one more illustration. If I'm driving on the road and my car stops me, and I call you, Abigail, IJ, please come and help me push this car. Let's hard kick, start the car. And you people come and I enter the car. And you start pushing the car. And the car rolls and hits a child and kills the child. Sure, you know your intentions was not to kill the child, but your actions killed the child. Your intents were pure, but your actions interpreted something different. As a father, as a mother, as a brother, as a sister, ask yourself, what I am doing to my sibling, what I am doing to my child, what I'm doing to my word, what are my intentions? Is it to punish them? Is it to make them learn? Ask yourself, is my action speaking my intentions? And if it is not, seek for informations that put you in formation so that you can get that person to do what you want them to do or become what you want them to become. There is more to parenting than we know. You can also ask God, you gave me this product, you manufactured this product. How should I go about this child? And in the midst of extreme moments, we are bound to make mistakes. Most of the things we are doing is to get at the person, not to correct the person. So that is the error of many parents. They are not checking their intents to match their actions. The same thing in my relationship, in anything I'm doing. What is my intentions? Is it matching up my actions? Like I gave you that illustration. If we did that thing and the thing hit the child and killed the child, right? People who came out might want to start beating us or something, forgetting that our intents were pure. Your intent was just to help me. You ended up putting yourself and myself in problem. That is the same thing most parents do. Good intents and their actions ended up putting their words and themselves in problem. So the reason why I said your intents, it shouldn't be now. Because for me, it is looking like parasitism. It's looking like you want something of this. You want it to be good for you so that you can take advantage and move. But you need to go back again and check your intents. And when you check your intents, it's going to drive you to do the needful, which is going to apologize to your brother. You will see where your dad is not getting it right. But the problem is, in a system like this, most of the times, is either they are afraid of telling him the truth or they are enjoying it, forgetting that it is a temporal pleasure that will lead to permanent pressure. If their intent is pure and correct, if it's not a piece that will take her out and bring pieces back to the family, carry your siblings, apologize to this person. After you've done that, go to your parents and let them know that, oh, you people have not done it well for some time. Please, we need to make peace with our firstborn.
But she said something here. She said that she has tried making peace already.
People will always say, I have tried doing this. Are you doing it the right way? Now, you've tried making peace. She said she tried talking to the brother, and the brother saw it as being insulting or disrespectful, right?
How did she approach?
How did she approach the brother?
How should she approach it?
Now, somebody who is coming from a background like that, like I said, is subconsciously wired to disrespect their brother without knowing. Like I gave you the example that there's how I'll talk to Abigail here. And if you're Abigail's younger sister, if you used to greet Abigail, good evening, ma, you start greeting her, good evening. Even the good evening will not be pronounced. It might be good evening. Then from good evening, you're going to tell us, hi, hello, hi. So in the same vein, when you want to communicate to this same Abigail or to that her elder brother, it's going to be different. It's not going to be as it ought to be. Because you've known him as this guy where they always mess up. So you are coming to him, Chibike, there's something I want to tell you. John, there's something I want to tell you. Whereas this person who has been hurt all through their life has automatically known that these people are going to be disrespectful to me. But if you want to approach that kind of situation, it should be a surprising attack. What do I mean by surprising attack? Chibike, my elder brother, inflate his ego. By so doing, you've gotten his attention. Because men, like I always say, are confrontational beings. Aside that, firstborns thrive on respect. So make them feel that value. Make them feel that this is my place. If you really want to approach this thing. And then, in humility, beg them to let go. In humility, There's how you tell this person, please, let's go. Please, I'm sorry. Please, let's go. Everything we've done. Now, it's not easy because this person will be going down memory lane and be feeling bad, but you still need to, in humility, be consistent. You want peace. And that person, no matter how tough they are, we start tilting towards making peace in the family. Another place where there's going to be an issue is since it's the father that is alive, men and their gra-gra. Except if it is a father who has grown so much emotional intelligence beyond the normal, matured beyond the normal, because fathers know they tell their children, sorry. I give you an instance. One day my father came back. He asked me to do something. That was when my mom was alive. Way back as a teenager. He didn't check if I did that thing or not. He came back. He called me, you stupid boy. What I told you to do, he did not do it. I felt broken. I felt bad. My mom was the one who called me to the room and said she's very sorry and even tried to talk to him. And he still did not apologize. I think that day he went out, he bought me granite. I did not eat it. That is an apology, but that is not the way to apologize. You're raising a generation that you want to change the narrative. You can't keep doing the same old thing the same old way and expect a new result. That's what I'm saying. These are another place where they're going to have issues. But if the girl can go and tell the father, sir, we didn't do it right while coming up. Once it's done the right way, what you do is you've sown the seed of peace till Jesus comes.
And even if it's not yielding fruit at that point,
Yes.
still like persist, like
Yes,
be
persist.
continuous.
You program something in the computer. When you want to remove it, it's a process. And you don't come and just press delete and expect everything to wipe. It's going to take a process. That's why it's called formatting. So you want something to happen. You have to allow the process and be consistent in the process.
Though when it comes to my family, I've tried to actually make him feel that, oh, he's the man of the house. And I don't know for other of my siblings or, everybody, like, was it some weeks ago, my sister needed, my younger sister, she needed some money and she called me. I told her I don't have. And I said, oh, big bro now. She was like, which big bro? I was like, which big bro? Like, imagine girl of just 17 years, like she's already seeing him as he's not capable of even doing anything.
That's
and
it.
felt that it's only me that can. But at that point, I didn't even have.
Are you the second?
Yes. I didn't have. Oh, hey, this girl. So I told her, no, don't see that. That even if he's going to die, you should try and talk to her. She said, no, that she knows that he doesn't have. I was like, I felt bad though. Something like, but this guy, this is somebody that if I talk to, even if it's 1 naira, he would definitely do something.
Yes. He will pray that, oh yeah, that's the
He will,
Okay.
even he will tell me, yeah, send your account.
That's how my elder brother is
It's
to
very
prove
true.
a point or something.
Right.
Yeah.
This is it. There are other of your siblings who they won't do it to. He's giving you because you show him some level of respect. You said you're always trying to make him feel like he's the man of the house.
Yeah.
That one is not making him feel like he's the man of the house. Are you getting the point now? Even if you should take it to an extended family, there are persons who, if you call, they will respond to you. If another person calls them from that family, they will not respond.
Very true.
Even if he doesn't have, men have been wired in such a way that they feel glad when they provide for the people under them, not for people that is not under them.
That's very true.
An issue came up one time that my sister, when she was still in school, that somebody took her phone and did not give it back to her, maybe repairing it and was telling stories, and she reached out to me. She was surprised the person got a new phone. What happened behind closed doors, she doesn't know. Whether we fought, whether we broke bottle, whether we did anything, she doesn't know. But she has this confidence that this is my elder bro. And I am protecting her because at the time she was directly under me. Men protect what is beneath them, fight what is at their level, and run from what is above them. So that your sister will not experience certain level of protection, provision from that your brother until she goes under him. And most of the times, parents wire subconsciously the younger ones or some younger ones to go out of the covering of their eldest one. The ones who they still have a touch with, when you check them very well, you see that those ones are the people who still respect them and regard them regardless.
Yeah.
If your parents have made that mistake, please don't make it with your own family.
Yeah.
Consciously, intentionally raise your children to live at peace and harmony with each other, to understand the organogram. This is the firstborn. He takes the lead. He might not be doing it well. As you're doing the spiritual aspect, still consciously and intentionally program your children to mount pressure on the integrity of the firstborn to do better, not to mount pressure on them to compete with the firstborn. Most of them did that, and that is what is bringing animosity in different families. And at the long run, you will bear the brunt because your family is not at peace. You might even die not seeing them united. And if you're a parent who is intentional about making peace, let your past go and sleep. The same thing with couples. If you're addressing something, stay on that thing. Stay on that thing. If it is a bottle of water that fell on the ground, don't start reminding me that in 2002, that I threw Mike on the ground. In 2004,
You broke the plate.
you broke the plate. In 2010, Shebina, you break that windscreen. Why do you keep breaking? If you're addressing that the person threw Mike, let it be that thing. Most family problems is traced down to this thing I'm telling you now.
Yeah.
Most family problems,
That's very true.
if you trace it back, you will see that your father had issues with his siblings as well. And it is traced down to this thing, the way the parents raised their words. So most of them raised them to compete amongst themselves, whereby there should be a united front against the world out there. It starts gradually. It can be something like the firstborn is supposed to know that you're wedding. This is a part he's supposed to play as a firstborn and feel like a firstborn in certain affairs of your life. And by virtue of the subconscious programming that is being done while growing up, they are deprived of that role they are meant to play in your life and made to feel less of themselves. So sometimes you see that there are certain things that you people want to do in the family. They say, I'm now a monk. And you're asking, where is this one coming from? Can't he just forget? Can't he just forgive? You know, there are actions you take. It's just 2 minutes. But the consequences or the aftermath of such actions will outlive years. Because now you're trying to bring this one to make peace. You're trying to bring this one. Some of them, their mind is already gone bad. That is already decayed. I called my family in as much as I've been hurt. I said I was going to change the narrative. I said, let's all come together and let's see how we change the narrative. And one came, I said, I've been hurt so bad. I don't want to join anything people are doing in that family for the rest of my life. If you want my blessing, I'll give you my blessing. But I don't want to join anything you people are doing in that family. Now, and I'm not going to say, since you're not in the group, since you're not in this thing, let's leave you. No, I'm still going to be showing him love. I'm still going to be showering him love. There are certain things I'll still be doing. I'll be doing it for him.
Yeah.
By so doing, his heart will open up. So that your uncle is a programming that when you trace back, you will see that it started from their growing up. And that's why I will advise every parent out there, or any potential parent, don't bring any child into this world until you've learned parenting aright. If you've not understood the rudiments of right parenting, don't bring people into this world to start fighting themselves. We already have so much battles and wars we are fighting. So you should not bring them in again to start fighting in the home front that they are supposed to be securing.